Opportunities in the Delaware Art Education Association. Feel free to pause this video, rewind, fast forward, or open the presentation at the below address. Hello, I'd like to take a minute and thank you for getting to know your DAEA. I'd also like to give a shout out to the executive team, specifically Jen Bolin and Lorraine Poling. Without them, my video may be lacking. Another reason for the shout out is so that you realize we are a team that supports one another. The Delaware Art Education Association is structured after the National Art Education Association. If you look at the diagram, you'll notice that the Delaware is part of the Eastern region. We'll show you Delaware's structure next. If you sign up for the National Art Education Association and select Delaware as your state, you will automatically become a member of both. This is an important fact because some states are not reciprocal, meaning they don't, one payment doesn't go for both. They will ask you for separate fees for memberships to two different organizations. Here's an overview of Delaware's structure. In the purple, we have our executive board. These roles are all two-year positions, with the exception of the Educational Associate for Visual and Performing Arts at DOE. Terms begin in August and end in July. The positions of president, president-elect, and past president, as well as secretary and treasurer, are elected positions. In the yellow are our various committees, which are made up of multiple individuals. The elected officers are members in good standing. These individuals do not need to be or have a teaching certificate, but should be active in the group that they represent. As we move on through this presentation, I will explain the executive board and functions will be explained further. It is important that these individuals attend meetings, ask questions, listen and prepare to discuss the agenda, and are ready to present concerns of their subgroup. They have the executive authority and are generally familiar with the ins and outs and how we run, and will follow the timelines which may be added to but not reduced for each assignment. The first elected executive role we will discuss is the secretary position. The secretary keeps an accurate, permanent record of all meetings, emails meeting reminders to members, and provides minutes to the webmaster to be posted to the web. You will see a link for the timeline is provided below. We will provide the timelines for each position on their page. The treasurer deposits rebate checks for the NAEA membership and provides a treasurer report monthly, helps to make a budget, pay fees, and reimbursements. The largest duty is the conference, and the treasurer should be willing to work with music, dance, and theater to determine expenditures and income. Please see the timeline below. The president position is a 6-year elected position in which the first 2 years are served as the president-elect to assist and learn the duties of the president. Please note the timeline below. The president term is the middle 2 years where one teaches the president-elect how to be president. The president communicates with the executive board, acknowledges our membership, attends state, national, and regional conferences, as well as all of the duties that are provided on the timeline enclosed. The past president is the last 2 years of a 6-year term as president. The past president supports the president and helps guide him or her through the different duties that they need to do as president. Please refer to the president-elect or past president's timeline in the link below. We have a number of representatives who are the voices of our members within each specific area. They listen, reach out, and provide concerns, accolades, and needs at our board meetings. Our membership chair receives monthly information about our membership from the NAEA. They reach out to lapsed members, thank renewal of members, and take the lead in our elections, as seen here in the link. As membership chair, you do not need to worry about bugging the NAEA to get those documents. They send them monthly to you, so you don't have to worry. All you have to do is compile that information and present it to us, as well as take care of trying to get our past members to renew again. The webmaster updates our website to reach our members, as well as others in the visual and media art field. Both the webmaster and membership chair positions are not elected positions. Each committee has a chairperson who reports to the executive board on an as-needed basis. This means they do not come to every single meeting if they do not need to or want to. Please refer to the timelines for more specific information about the committee chairs. Currently, our awards and banquet committees have a connected timeline that may change in the future. The awards committee calls for nomination of our muses. Our muses are our masterful, unique, strong educators, otherwise known as your toys or teachers of the year for art. These muses are awarded in the lists below, in the categories below. Our awards is sure to recognize our awardees and send them on to NAEA if they meet the criteria outlined on the NAEA awards rubric. The DAEA follows the awards rubric that the NAEA has laid out, and that is how we decide or we determine if the awardees or the nominees are able to become an awardee. A quick note here. If you are nominated for a Muse Award, please refer to the rubric, as we need to know what level of participation you have at the national, regional, and state level. Referring to that second slide in this presentation. Leadership, program developed, teacher and related art experience, and letters of support are things that we look at when we are deciding on whether or not the candidate is qualified to receive such award. The banquet committee focuses mainly on the banquet to award our muses and all the tasks that go along with it. Now, the timeline for the banquet and the awards is located in the sun on this slide. In the previous slide, the timeline is also located in the sun. I forgot to mention that. Our Youth Art Month Committee, commonly referred to as YAM, focuses on promoting art during the month of March. They prepare for this by leading a contest to create the Delaware YAM flag to be displayed at the National Art Education Association Conference. Further details about that timeline on the YAM flag and the different contests we run can be found in the timeline below. The Scholarship Committee raises funds for scholarship and takes part in selecting and recognizing students of our DAEA members in the Scholastics Art Exhibit at Delaware State University. It is important to note that DAEA only selects students whose teachers are members of our organization. If you are not a member, unfortunately, your students will not be able to benefit from our awards that we give and the scholarship money. The Conference Committee works to organize the State Art Conference, coordinates with other state arts associations such as music, dance, and theater. Most of the specifics are highlighted here, as well as in the timeline. The research group polls our members on various issues. Our biggest poll and study currently is our poll at the end of the conference, which enables us to provide you the best PD. It also may help us ascertain whether or not you receive your clock hours for the day. During times, we also send out polls to determine the needs of our teachers, like work environment, expectations, time, and duties, to name a few. Please make sure you fill out those polls because that is how we can best help you. It's how we serve you and advocate for your work rights. Public Relations and Newsletter Committee creates a web-based newsletter. Ideas use blogs, Facebook, highlight teacher pages, reach out to awardees to help with the columns or posts. Maybe you have some other ideas that we could do for some newsletters. Please, we're all ears. Check out the timeline below. For the 2020-2021 school year, this is a list of our vacant positions. Please feel free to open the presentation file in the schedule and re-look at any positions that interest you. Or go ahead and just rewind backwards in this video. But again, only those links are able to be opened in that presentation file that is in your schedule. Thank you. This is the President's email address where you can email me about interest and further questions about the duties I have outlined. Please be aware your email may recognize this email as belonging to one of our former presidents. So if your president doesn't get back to you, it is I, Adrienne Brendlinger, who is slacking, not someone else. Thank you. Please share any interest with this email or in the chat, and we can talk about what you can do for DAEA or what we can do for you.